Good morning, traders, and this is your Dow Jones daily review. So it's that time of the year again where we switch over strategies and we use my simple trading strategy. But I'll do an updated video. There's a video in my feed on the strategy, but I'll do an updated one. There's one or two small minor changes to it. Essentially, it's just a moving average strategy. Okay, we've got a 927 and then 200 SMA and 200 EMA. Okay, that's pretty much all it's here. And then I've got parabolic SAR here, which we'll explain later. But anyway, the key elements of this is obviously the grouping of the stochastics, fast and slow moving stochastics, and the position of Williams percentage R for diversions, as well as in a buy or sell area. Okay, anyway, so just look out for an updated video on the weekend. I'll do one on Saturday. Right, so looking at the daily, we bounced off the 200 moving averages again. You can see here we had a move all the way down, and then buyer stepped in and pushed price up. So from a daily perspective, trend is currently down, but we are clearly at a very significant level. Okay, so if we look there, we've had swing lows, swing lows. If I look to the left, you can see there's a bit of interaction with this level, although it's been up and below it. You can see swing highs. So there's quite a bit of, so there's our inside tail there, and there's 3 there. Okay, so it's quite a significant level that we are looking at the moment, and I think it's critical to keep this in mind. So 25,255 is the area. Okay, if I look at the daily, stochastics are warning me we are finally grouped. We haven't grouped in the area I'd like us to group in. I'd like to group below the 20 here to give me a more confidence. You see, there's a grouping below the 20. Okay, and then you can see how long and violent the move is. So anyway, let's just get down to lower time frames, and we'll pick up a few things here. So first thing to realize is that, so we had, that was our original trend line. Okay, we had a breakthrough, come down. So this pin bar here is obviously the one with incorrect data in, so ignore this tail for now. There's my previous low, here is my current low. So in other words, I have a higher low in place. It's the first high low in a while. If you look at these fractals, well, there was another one there. Okay, difference between this one here is we're below both moving averages, and the moving averages are quite far apart, whereas this one here, we've got the moving averages close together and actually crossed over. Okay, so that's the one thing to look at. The next thing to look at is that we are kind of just running along this trend line at the moment. You can see that there. Okay, parabolic SAR is also indicating that the trend may have changed. So normally you look for the first 3 bars here, you know, where the dots are below price, and that's indicating a trend change from the original downtrend. But the original downtrend really just started here. So it's not really concrete, so let's just ignore that for now. I think what we have is a potential top of channel. I do that. So we've got a potential top of channel. There's my channel. Or we have a potential breakout of that channel. Okay, now the levels we need to pay attention to, and I'm going to use this one, is obviously this fractal from yesterday at 25,338, and the other one that we need to pay attention to on the 4 hour is going to be is this fractal done? Yeah, so that's a fractal now. So those are the 2 levels that we need to watch. So it's 25,728 to the upside and 25,338 to the downside. Okay, now I'm not 100% convinced that we are breaking through this channel. This crossover here does give me a little bit of hope, but the oscillators, I would prefer to see this kind of thing with a crossover. Okay, so the stochastics group to the downside, and then we get a crossover. So at the moment, this could be a pullback. I don't see a sort of a double bottom breakout or anything like that, but what we do have is a cup and handle. Okay, now just watch my mouse. Here is my cup. Okay, ignore this pin bar. That is my handle. Okay, so we're looking for a break pretty much above 25,728 or 25,730. We can get a break and a close above that level. We have a fairly decent cup and handle, which is a 500-point trade. So we just line this up with a level, takes us to the 200 SMA, and if you look to the left, there is a swing low right there, which is probably the most logical one. I just swing across, yeah, look at the congestion along it, more congestion along there, and there, a lot of congestion. Okay, so that is kind of the trade setup that I can see at the moment. So yeah, a break above 25,730, you're looking for 26,177 as your target. Okay. So let's just get down to the hour just to make sure what we can see here. So if you look at the hour, you can see oscillator is grouping down, and you can almost, let's just get rid of all this nonsense. You can almost say that you have a wedge forming. So your first target is going to be this one here. Okay. And that, if you look carefully, would give us the gap close here. Okay, there's a massive gap here. So my view at the moment is the buyers stepping in like they did yesterday, which was unexpected for me anyway. I wasn't expecting that. Pretty much may have changed my view anyway, because originally I was looking at this level here. And you see we're still flirting with this level. But yesterday we got a bit of a short move out of it, but didn't go on for very long. And before the buyer stepped in and pushed it back up above this level. So we're now below the level again. But yeah, I think basically what's going on here is we're just following China at the moment, and China is flat. So crude oil is up 0.7%, and yesterday, I mean, most US markets were up. So still a lot of confusion, big moves to the downside, big moves to the upside, big up, big down, big confusion. But I do believe that this is the pattern we want to look for. Okay, so what we're looking for, and this is where we start bringing in 30 minutes at least, and we pay very close attention to the following levels. So it's a break above the 200 EMA. Okay, you can see why I've got the 200 SMA and EMA in, because there are clearly algorithms out there that are trading both. And the next fractal level, whoops, not that one. Next fractal level to worry about is that one there, to the downside. So to the downside, we're looking at 25555, and to the upside, I'm looking for a break of 25656. Okay, so it's pretty much a 100-point. Yeah, that's pretty much a 100-point range. What else can we say about this? The other thing we just bear in mind is that on the half hour, you can see how we've got a crossover, which is bearish. Red above blue is bearish. And what we're looking for is this could be consolidation, and I'm expecting it to be consolidation. And we're going to confirm this with the ichimoku now as well. But you've got tails, you've got buyers, and you've got sellers in this, pretty much in this wedge. So I would like to see another pullback down, and this could also be a level here. See the swing high here? Let's just pick it up off the hour. No, not so much off the hour. There it is there. But we're below that level there. There's an inside tail, so that could hold. This level could hold. Otherwise, we could potentially come all the way back down to that inside tail there, and then you can see we have, there's a swing low there, there's a swing high. So all of these tails where there's a fractal is a level you need to pay attention to. Okay, so any kind of pullback, this would be a nice entry for a long, which would be 25,526, and it looks like it would probably be a good Fibonacci level as well. 50% Fibonacci. The 61.8 is there, which is the next one right over here. Okay, so let's just delete that one for now. So if we do break below this fractal, look out for a long entry around 25,526 and 25,484. But what I'm seeing at the moment, if you look at the weekly, we've got indecision. This trade war is not really affecting many traders anyway. Okay, so let's have a look at the weekly. So you can see here from a weekly ichimoku perspective, we broke through the cloud, we're testing, we're bouncing off the cloud again. So from a weekly perspective, the trend is still up. Yeah, you should, if you're trading this on a weekly level, your stop is down here, 1,660 points away. Okay, if we look at the daily, okay, we are bouncing off the bottom of the cloud. We do have a crossover, which is bearish. We've got a break below price here for Chiku span, and that is fairly bearish, and we've got a twist here which is bearish. So if you look at the daily, there are a lot of bearish signals, but if I look at the 4 hour, you can see we've broken above Kijinsen, and we're currently holding above Kijinsen, so this could be a trend change, and this engulfing green bar here is something that's telling me that we do have it, and we've got a cup and handle signal as well. The the hour, we broke through the cloud, we've come back, we are now testing the cloud. Okay, it could still drop down, and you'll see that wherever your ichimoku levels are, and this one is pretty much Kijinsen, see there's a swing low, it's a level that I was talking about just now, 25,530, 25,540, around that area. And lastly, if we look at the half hour, you'll see we've got a bearish crossover, but nothing else is bearish, but we are above the cloud. Okay, so it's not set in concrete as that we've got a trend change just yet. It, to me, is looking like an attempt to build a base, but it's not a very solid attempt. I'm just going to go down to 12 minutes as well, because now we're in the cloud. In the cloud means ranging, and we've got bearish. We had a bearish crossover, now we've got a bullish crossover, and this is bearish. Okay, in other words, total confusion still. Okay, so my view is quite simple. Watching these levels, I'd like to see a bit of a deeper pullback. Definitely want to see us come and tag somewhere around 25,530 area. That's what I want to see us come down. I want to see us build a base at that level, and then look for an opportunity to get long, and at least get a second move. And it's going to be a short-term second move, which will be this one here. Just line it up. And then put that there, just so we can come across to where the gap is. And that's just the underside of the gap, which does make sense, but I would expect the gap to close anyway. Okay. So yeah, I think the key right now is your 200 moving averages. Those are the ones that need to go. So you need to get a break above this level here. Okay. So that's 25,657. That's the level we need to watch for a break to the upside. So if we don't pull back deeper and we get above that, that's your Q, and your stop is going to be below whatever low is here, or even this fractal here. Okay, if that doesn't materialize and we drift lower during the morning session, you're looking for an entry around 25,530. You can also look around 25,480 as well. Okay. So I'm kind of, sorry, something else that I just spotted here. That was the trend. We've broken that trend. Okay, so that was the downward spiral moved up. We need to come and test this. So, yep, we can pick this up. Pretty much any one of these inside fractals here will be holding up price. Okay, so in other words, I'm looking for a bit of a pullback, and then as soon as I see some price action that I'm interested in, I'm looking for a long. Your stop should actually be down here. Okay, so you should be looking at 25,330 as your stop. Now, the problem with that is it's 300 points away roughly from where we are now. So that's why you want to wait for the European session, see what happens, and then as soon as you see some positive, some bullish price action, then you're looking for your long. And ideally you want it down in this zone here, because then your risk is lower. But whatever you do, you need to keep a wide stop on this because it is looking like a correction sequence and they are normally violent. So lower trade entries. So if you're normally trading 10 contracts, go down to 2 or 3 or even 1 contract, so that you've got a wide stop but your risk is low. And then as soon as it gets going, or even if it pulls back and starts building a base and then gives you an entry lower down, you take that entry and then you'll just move your stop up to under that entry. That'll reduce your risk, and you're basically in on that trade. Okay, so anyway, that's kind of my view at the moment, and pretty confusing because you can see we meandered down here and then we rallied hard, and that is always a signal that buyers are in place. Okay, we rallied hard and we had a little bit of profit taking here, not much. And now this is the Chinese session, or the Asia session that's moving lower. Okay, anyway guys, that's it for me today. I'm looking for longs and I am anticipating a reversal of this moves to downside, at least to come and close this gap, I would say. After that, who knows? Okay, anyway guys, hope that helps, and keep those stops tight, whatever you're doing, and I'll catch you later. Cheers for now.